Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? This is Mojo Samurai. Today we have a TDM on Village with the MK14. Final score 32-6, and there's quite a few interesting kill feeds in here. So please watch and enjoy. Now today we're going to be talking about a kind of a off subject. We're going to be talking about zombies and zombie tips and how you can survive the zombie apocalypse. Now, this is in light of the recent news article about a man eating another man's face and withstanding 6 shots from police. Now, I don't know about you, but you're either the toughest motherfucker alive or you're on drugs. Now, keep in mind that this is before I found out that he was on drugs, and I just read an article reading zombie attacks, so what am I supposed to expect? But what you can kind of do to, first of all, protect yourself from a zombie apocalypse is don't panic, because that will make you freak out and make a stupid decision. You don't want to freak out in a zombie apocalypse. You got to keep your cool. Second of all, don't go outside for the first 2 weeks, and kind of get ready and start getting prepared when you start hearing random acts of violence and random acts of cannibalism. Those are going to be your first clues. So then you're going to want to fortify where you live using any means you possibly can, from parking your car in front of your house to using boards to board up your windows. Now, second of all, when you go out and scavenge after the first 2 weeks have passed and after the chaos and hysteria and initial wave of zombies is kind of spread out and that kind of stuff, what you're going to want to do is scavenge only in the daytime and don't go too far from your house if possible, because you always want to be within a good enough distance to get back if something goes to shit. Now also, hopefully you're with 1 or 2 people or someone that can kind of hold down the fort when you're gone. Otherwise, you're going to need to figure out other ways where you can possibly be safe, from going into a house attic and locking the attic when you go, or even something like that. But any place that would be away from the normal eye to attract any attention, so you don't run into a situation where you have to fend off zombies, or in the worst case, another human being with an automatic weapon or some kind of weapon to fend you off, because they want your place. And that's going to eventually happen in a zombie apocalypse. But with enough people and with enough smarts, you'll be able to never even make yourself known to them. So after the first 2 weeks have gone down and you've kind of scavenged all around near you where you've kind of, been able to scavenge, you're going to want to think about transportation. Now, as slow as it may sound, a bicycle is the very best method of transportation for urban areas. Now, outside of urban areas, you're going to maybe want to go with a moped or a motorcycle, something that has a lot of gas mileage, not a big tank, and it's very easily maneuverable, especially something with 2 wheels. Now, after you've been kind of mobile around for a while, you're going to keep moving around and setting up fortifications, hopefully finding people along the way, and hopefully not running into any bad situations where you'll get chomped on. Now, best possible weapons you can possibly use, first of all, is like some kind of either a blunt object, being a shovel or something like that, or like a mallet or one of those things in, Days of Confused, where the paddles, there you go, that's what I'm thinking of. And then you're going to start thinking about suppressed weapons and weapons with silencers if you have to use automatic or bullet weapons. A bow is a great idea because you can recover your ammunition that you shoot into an enemy, or a crossbow or something like that, something silent. Quiet is your best friend in a zombie apocalypse, because zombies have only their senses to get you. Now, if their hearing is impaired, first of all, from their ears being chopped off or something like that, silence is going to be your lifesaver in that situation. So you always want to be cautious in a zombie apocalypse. Moving too slow is never a bad thing unless you have to. So if you're going to put yourself in bad situations, you got to be prepared to have weaponry to get yourself out of them. But at the same time, the best bet you can possibly do is to take things slow, kind of move at a slow pace through everything, because after a zombie apocalypse, you got all the time in the world. There's nothing, you don't have doctor's appointments, you don't have to go to work, you don't have to do anything. Money's going to be obsolete. Scavenging and bartering is going to take over after a while. It's going to be just like it was in the old world. So, hopefully that's going to be kind of enough to keep you at bay, at least for a while. Now, there's always bad things that may happen. Hopefully in a zombie apocalypse, those bad things don't happen to you. And hopefully, by some miracle chance, you're able to look at this video 45 years from now saying, thanks man, those helped. Anyway, that has been TDM. It is 32-6. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.